Good morning. We are out here this morning trying to get ready to do the greenhouse that has to be finished. We've got irrigation that has to be finished, being put together. We have windows being removed from the truck to finish the greenhouse. We're going to do an upcycle kind of thing to be able to put the plants that we are going to put in this spring in the greenhouse. It'll also give me a space this year instead of our back deck where we eat and enjoy our deck space full of dirt and sunflower seeds. So it'll give me that space there. But let's take a tour and see what's coming in the garden because I'm super excited. We've got some stuff coming up, which means there's going to be flowers really, really soon. And let's just get started. So our mess, look at our mess. Our mess is slowly coming together. The boys have been putting this greenhouse together. I've got extra glass that needs to go into those window panes, and I've got extra windows that are going to finish up both the right and the front of this. And my older son is going to make a door with those windows in a frame. So I'll have to do another video on how we got that all finished. But on to the greenhouse. Been very warm after being freezing cold. Our ranunculus now are, and you can see the drip tape's got to be taken care of, are underneath the frost cloth being shaded. It's been 80 here and all of the fans going. Here we had heat just a week or so ago and then turn around, and this week we're trying to keep things shaded because it's just too stinking hot. But with the heat, look at how big our stalk is getting. It is beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. If I don't get my arm caught again on one of the posts, we'll be good. We've got Maryland snaps coming. The littler ones are so-so. We bought dirt to put in the greenhouse, and I'm not super impressed with it. We've got those kind of, I think they're kind of stunted, so I wonder if there's stuff inside some of this. But there's the stalk, and on out the door. First, we have tulips poking out of the ground. Oh, this is so wonderful. I'm so excited. So as those come on, we should have bunches of tulips. We're hoping to do a dozen for $20. If you want to get a subscription in and get your hands on those, we're not going to have them very long. We've only got about 1,800, and that won't help too much. This we tried to hand weed yesterday, and I don't know if you can see, but our goats love sweet peas. How they didn't get sick and how they didn't die, I will never know. But we've got them coming back. But you can see here, right down here, where they nipped it right off, ate it right off. And this is the stem coming. So they kind of got pinched. The goats helped me out with that. So that was we've got both sides. We got some over here. Got some weeds. But this right here is a weed. But we have lots and lots of little sweet peas trying to come back from being eaten. So that is our deal there. Back into the greenhouse with the drip tape that needs to be done. And we have lost a lot of the Rebecca, and I'm not surprised. It's very hard. Let me see if I can find one. Here's one with a little weed right here. This is, oops, I'm pinching the wrong things. We tried to do Rebecca, and the hurricane came and took just about everything. I had a handful of snaps. There's a little bit more Rebecca. Something's having breakfast on it. A little bit more. Some of these look a little bit better. I've got a couple in the end here the farther I go down. But we lost pretty much everything. This was another go round of trying to get it to grow. And as you can see, it was hit and miss. Rebecca takes a long time to get established. And that's why we don't have such great luck. But I do have some in the house. I'm going to try to transplant into these holes. I don't think they'll look as nice as the fall. But look at these, ladies and gentlemen. I have some in the greenhouse. But these, by far, for some reason, are bigger. They look nicer. These are Campanella. These are like, they get tall, and they have like these big, huge pink and purple bells. Some of them are white. Just trying these out for like Mother's Day. They should blossom and have some They look really good, like really, really good. Again, I didn't get these out before the hurricane because they're a very long time to grow. They're fussy little things. And I ended up having them go out after the hurricane. So that was a plus for me. Eucalyptus. Eucalyptus looks like it's gone. I've looked at it before. There was some growing here, but it was just way too cold. I got a whole bunch of it restarted inside. This down in here, we had put some lemon balm. It looked like I didn't cover it, and it looks like it's just gone. So this bed's gonna have to be redone. And then we've got beds set. At the end of the tulip bed, I've got all kinds of room to do the snaps. We've got a whole different variety because snaps are done with seasonal. Some like it cool, like the Marylands that are in the tunnel. I've got some more Marylands I just planted in the holes out here, and I'll show you those. We've got this bed is ready for my second round of status. So I did a video. I actually started a YouTube channel, so I uploaded that video there. You can see it on how well our status actually made it through. It's only about 20 I think is the tolerance on it. Made it through with all those super cold nights. My Bells of Ireland came up hit and miss. First year growing a lot of this. This is all experimental for me on some things. Some things I've done before just as a gardener, but not as like producing. This is Feverfew Vegmo. This here looks like little tiny daisies. It's kind of a nice little filler. You could almost make it a bouquet on one stem because it's got like all these little daisy flowers. And then its sister Feverfew of trying to remember the name of it. Comes up as little white balls. A little bit bigger than baby's breath, but very similar in like the shape, just bigger balls at the end. Then I did put in these. This was all washed away too. This was a repeat planting after the hurricane. These are summer berry yarrow, and these seem to take off okay. Of course, I've got some that have been choked out by weeds, and then accidentally put in some feverfew here. And then this plant right there and that plant right there survives Hurricane Helene. Those are the only two. The other little ones that are next to them, like that one right there and this one right here, they were like a retry of the summer Colorado sunset is what I've got going on here. They're kind of more creamy tans, yellows, kind of that fall color, and that's when these will bloom in the summer. The yarrow will bloom later summer. Then over here, I love these little teepees. These are so awesome. My son made these, and you just flip them. Makes covering quick. These are my succession planting of Marylands. They are 2 weeks behind on getting in the ground because they didn't get shipped. And the crazy little plants like right here, those are the snapdragons that were left from the hurricane. So I'm pretty sure, I think they're Madam Butterfly. And I'm going to leave them and just see what they do. It doesn't hurt. They survived. Let the little plants try to do their thing. So if we keep coming down through here, I leave this space open because we have running water all the time. I got to come up with a solution. But the rest of these snaps, I cut them back because they're just no good. They fall over and then they aren't straight, and they have to be nice, straight, and tall. So I've cut them back hoping that maybe we can get some pinching going on. But these are the rest of these Marylands that had to go in. And as you can see, they look so much better than the ones that were in the tunnel. And we planted 2 good trays of them. So I'm hoping to have some Marylands the end of March, if not maybe a little bit sooner. If it's nice out, I think they will take right off. I think if it's not too hot and the days are sunny, I think they'll take right off. Now, these are Maryland lavenders that I started from seed. And these, like I said, were transplanted out. They're like the ones that are in the tunnel that are taller, but I tried these outdoors and they're just a little bit stunted, but they look really, really nice. And then I've got a stray, probably a chantilly is my guess. Then we have over here, because I make everybody dizzy, we got the larkspur. I sowed that twice. I sowed some before the hurricane and got nothing. Probably the seed washed away. Restarted again second week of October, and we've got some really nice stems coming here. And then our nigella looks pretty good. It's wintered over pretty well. This has gone crazy. Our bachelor buttons, they are ready to take off as soon as spring lets them. They are just piles and piles of huge. Down here, we're going to do some soapwort. Different colors. I got pink and white in here. And then I got the florist's favorite, blue plurum. So you guys will see some of this. This will be one of the earliest spring fillers that I have. And they're beautiful little yellow flowers, very dainty and pretty. And that's what we've got going on in our garden, our back garden. Now we have a ton of stuff going on in the other two beds, but we'll wait for another day to do that tour. I really thought that you guys would be really interested to see what we've got growing. This would be my second year flower farming. I did only half a year last year. I only started in June. So for me, this will be my first full year really selling flowers. And so the things that I've picked are things that I've either been asked by customers, florists, or somebody that would like it. And so I do have some markets to get rid of this. It's not like I'm just growing stuff to grow stuff. I actually have customers that want this. I wouldn't recommend putting all this stuff in if you don't have somewhere to sell it right away. So, but like I said, this is what we've got. And I'm just going to keep sharing more of our videos to the page. Have a good one.